His knuckles brushed against the rim of my plate as he leaned in too close, too nonchalant across the table. "Let's keep this simple," he said with a smirk, as if he already possessed something of mine. He gave me an ultimatum: leave quietly or confront him face to face. My fork froze in midair, the chicken on it drying out and losing its warmth, serving as an unwanted barrier between us in a scene I never signed up for. Sitting wordlessly between us, she gazed at her wine-red lips, a shade matching the lie festering in my gut. Two choices, he declared. I offered him a third option. Lowering my fork, I dabbed at the corner of my mouth with the napkin in a show of faux concern for decorum. I then met his gaze and asked, "Would you prefer your teeth to remain intact or in pieces?" The next sounds were of shattering porcelain and breaking bones. But let's rewind before his blood tainted the mashed potatoes, before her quietude transformed into a confession. It all began 3 weeks ago with a vibrating phone on her nightstand at 1:12 a.m. She didn't notice it. She was preoccupied with sleeping off another person's exertions. Glancing at the message preview, Al couldn't get your mouth off his mind. I memorized the number, refrained from touching her phone or waking her, and didn't ask questions. Asking questions is a sign of weakness. Patience is required for answers. The next morning, she kissed me, and it was as if I tasted someone else's secrets. I smiled, but she failed to notice my stillness. 3 days later, I traced the number. Not a difficult task, as everything leaves a trace if you know where to look. His name was Eric, a fitness coach and part-time entrepreneur standing at 6'2" tall. Jim, the master of phony deep quotes on Instagram, had become my wife's newfound religion. I observed without confronting them initially. Eric would pick her up 2 blocks from her yoga class, with windows tinted but not enough to conceal the familiarity and rehearsed nature of her laughter in the passenger seat. She seemed youthful and almost innocent with him, but I was not fooled. I began to meticulously document receipts, locations, and the times she lied about her mother's health. Meanwhile, she was in his condo unit 705, overlooking the city as if they owned it. She claimed to be tired and going to sleep early, so I decided to. I secretly installed a keylogger on her laptop, enabling me to download her call history. Rather than seeking the truth through direct conversation, I chose to extract it covertly. Unlike anger, which tends to be messy and loud, I approached the situation with surgical precision. The tipping point arrived when a manila envelope was delivered to my office. Within it were printed messages, photos, and screenshots revealing her intimate dialogue with another man. Dialogue she never shared with me, not even at the start of our relationship. The messages included praise for his assertiveness and dominance and indicated that she planned to inform me soon, believing I wouldn't be able to challenge his authority. Without showing any visible reaction, I calmly closed the folder, placed it in my briefcase, and arranged a dinner meeting at a neutral yet private location. As we dined, I discreetly passed the file to her under the table, causing her complexion to pale. Though she didn't dare open it, she clearly understood its contents. At that moment, the other man arrogantly confronted me, giving me an ultimatum: leave or confront him. I offered a third option. As he lunged towards me, his face met the table, momentarily silencing the room. Despite the tension, I remained composed and collected. Slowly, I rose from my seat, buttoning up my jacket, while he groaned in pain, curled on the floor. As she hurried over to him, blood and mashed potatoes smeared on his jaw and the floor, she reached out in concern. The man she had risked everything for had just received a harsh blow to his ego. Leaning in close, I whispered to her, ensuring only she could hear. "That folder contains everything, including the NDA he signed at the gym where I am a silent partner." Her eyes widened in realization. "You were unaware," I murmured. "His gym is my investment, and his contract expressly prohibits relationships between employees and clients' spouses." He's finished. After a brief pause, I continued. "And as for you, your name is not on anything. Not the house, not the car, not the accounts. Every signature belongs to me." Adjusting my cufflinks, I rose to my feet. "Enjoy your new beginning. You'll be starting over with nothing." She remained silent as he let out a defeated whimper. Without looking back, I left the scene. The night air outside carried a sense of freedom, not peace or joy, but a silence that I had earned. I never truly sought revenge, only clarity. She had made her decision, he had made his move, and I had made mine. Now they were left with each other, two shattered individuals navigating the wreckage I'd left in my wake.